Good evening. In the unit 1, we are going to study about the basics of metrology. So in the lecture 1, we have studied about the introduction to metrology, need for metrology, need for inspection, elements, workpiece, instruments, persons, environment and their effect and factors affecting precision and accuracy. In this lecture, we are going to study about the errors in measurement. Error is nothing but measured value minus true value. Measured value is observed value by an metrological instrument. True value is a standard value. We will discuss the different types of errors. So error is the difference between the measured value and the actual value. So measured value minus true value, or measured value difference between the measured value and the actual value. Measured value is taken by an instrument, metrological instrument, and actual value is a true value. So error equal to measured value minus a true value. So the errors can be classified into absolute error and relative error. So absolute error is so the measured value minus true value is absolute error, and it has been divided into true absolute error and apparent absolute error. True absolute error is you have to take the average value for the measured value minus true value. In the apparent value, we have to take any one of the value, measured value, minus, that is arithmetic mean of all the measured values. That is called apparent absolute error if true value is not known. Then relative error, it is a difference between, it is a ratio between absolute error and the measured value. In this example, for example, true value is 300 units and measured value is 280. The absolute error is 20. Suppose if the true value is 320, suppose if the true value is 300, measured value is 320, it is also the difference is also 20. Relative error is absolute error by measured value. Absolute error is 20 by 300, which is equal to 6%. So absolute error is true value minus measured value, or measured value minus true value. Then relative error is the ratio between absolute error by measured value. It is called as the relative error. Then types of errors. There are three major categories: gross errors, measurement errors, and blunders. And systematic errors, measurement errors are again classified into systematic errors and random errors. Then systematic errors are classified into instrumental errors, environmental errors, observational errors, and theoretical errors. Let us see gross errors, measurement errors, and blunders. Gross errors. Gross errors are caused by mistakes in using instruments, calculating measurements, and recording data results. So gross errors, for example, the pressure in a pressure gauge, if one takes reading as 1.10 Newton per meter square instead of 1.01 Newton per meter square, it is called as gross errors. Okay. So then blunders are mistakes. It is mainly caused by mistakes, faulty recording, or due to wrong value while recording. Blunder mistakes, due to blunder mistakes, this type of errors will occur. Then next to the measurement errors. The measurement error is a variation of a measurement of the true value. So it is a actual error recorded by the instrument. If the actual standard value is, for example, in a scale, electronic scale, if the standard value is 1000, but if it measures as 1002, so the error is 2 grams. Okay. So measurement errors are again classified into systematic errors and random errors. Measurement errors are again classified into systematic errors and random errors. So these systematic errors can be easily traceable. Okay. The reason for systematic errors are known. Okay. And you can eliminate these systematic errors. But random errors, systematic errors can be eliminated easily. You know the cause for the systematic errors. But random errors, you do not know the reason for the random errors. Okay, it will occur random. It will occur in random or in the equipment. So this error will not be, this error is not known. This error cannot be traced, and so this cannot be, this error cannot be rectified. Okay, systematic errors can be identified and can be rectified, whereas random errors cannot be traceable as well as it cannot be rectified. Okay, the instrumental errors, it can be traceable. Environmental errors are also traceable. Observational errors can also be traceable. Theoretical errors are also traceable. These 4 errors can be traced, whereas the random errors are not traceable and they cannot be, they are variable causes. They are due to, so they are, systematic errors occurs due to assignable causes. Okay, random errors occur due to variable causes. So variable causes are not known, assignment causes are known. So gross errors we have discussed is systematic errors. Systematic errors occur due to fault in the measuring device are known as systematic errors. So these errors can be detached by correcting the measurement device. So these errors can be corrected. So these 4 are the systematic errors: instrumental errors, environmental errors, observational errors, and the theoretical errors. Instrumental errors. So these errors will occur due to the wrong working of the instruments. So the equipment, if any one of the fault in the equipment, the readings go wrong and we can correct the equipment. For example, due to hysteresis or friction, this type of error will occur and we can correct the instruments. In order to reduce these errors, different correction factors must be applied and the extreme condition instrument must be recalibrated carefully. Then environmental errors. So these errors occur due to external conditions of the instruments. For example, pressure, temperature, humidity or magnetic fields may affect the environment errors. To reduce the environmental errors, we have to maintain the humidity and temperature constant in the laboratory, and there shall not be any external electrostatic or magnetic field around the instrument. So this will also affect the readings. Electrostatic or magnetic field can also affect the reading. So we can correct the, we can keep the pressure, temperature and everything constant, and we can eliminate such an error. And observational errors. This error may occur due to the operator. So the operator's mistakes. So one operator can take one reading and another operator can take another reading. So the operator's reading may be different due to the wrong observations or reading, particularly in case of energy meter reading. This error may occur due to parallax error. Parallax error may also one of the observational errors. So it varies from person to person. So this error can be avoided by using digital instruments. In the analog instruments, this type of error will be more. But in the digital instruments, this type of error will be less. Then theoretical errors, due to the wrong calculations of the converting one factor into another factor. For example, in a strain gauge, it is used to measure the force. So here, when a force is applied on the strain gauge, it converts it into ohm, that is in the voltage of resistance voltage of ohm. So this voltage can be converted into this ohm. Resistance is again converted into some digital values. So in this conversion, if there are any errors, that is called theoretical errors. Then random errors. So these errors are due to unknown causes and they occur even when all systematic errors have been accounted. So they occur even when all systematic errors have been accounted. So they are caused by any factors that randomly affect the measurement of the variable across the samples. Such errors are normally small and follows the laws of probability. Okay. So we'll revise this one more time. The gross errors, it is due to the mistake in the instrument, and the measurement errors, it is due to the measurement. It is due to the measurement of the due to the observation. This type of error will occur. Then blunder mistakes may occur, and this can also be corrected. And this measurement systematic errors. The systematic errors can be classified into 4 types. This can be rectified. They are assignable causes. This can be rectified. These random errors, it cannot be rectified. They are very small in magnitude. These random errors are very smaller in magnitude, and this cannot be eliminated. Okay, thank you.